welcome back to our channel. If you're new on this channel, kindly join the happy family by hitting the subscription button, and also next to the subscribe button the notification. Click on that so you can be notified anytime we upload videos. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in today to watch us. So, as you've read from the title, my labor and delivery experience. Yes. So, first and foremost, I would begin by talking about the whole pregnancy. Maybe I may not touch to my first, second, and third trimester because I had that filmed when I was pregnant, and so I'm going to just post that video. But today I just want to talk about, the main delivery and labor experience. So to begin, we did not plan this pregnancy. When you get married, everyone would want you to have babies. So sometimes from your in-laws, sometimes from your own parents, and your friends, and also the society will be wanting you to do what? To have babies. But we did not plan for that because before we got married, we sat down and we agreed to wait for a year. So after a year to have babies. This is not because we did not want babies or whatsoever, but we wanted to wait because we had projects, we had plans, we had other things to do, so we wanted to just wait until the right time. But God's plans are not our plans, and God's plans is the best. And as it says in the Bible, that his plans are good. So when you read Jeremiah chapter 29 verses 11, it says, I'm going to pop it on the screen for you guys to read it as well. It says that there, God's plans for us are always good, and his plans are not our plans. So no matter what plans you do or you make, it might change because his plans are better than ours. So let's say during December, if I quite remember, that was our first Christmas that we spent together since we got married in October, and I quite remember that we had a lot of fun. Well, if I say we had a lot of fun, if you are 18 plus, you understand what I mean. What I mean is, sorry, if you are not 18, do not watch this part. But I'm gonna say it because I think my audience are more of adults than children. So I would say we had sex. Yes, we enjoyed ourselves, and it resulted into pregnancy, which is a good thing. Everyone will say, oh, that's a good thing. But I would possibly say that we weren't expecting it. So it was one during, I think, early January. We were sleeping, and I just had these pains in my stomach I couldn't bear. It was more than having period pain, so I was crying. I was in tears. And I remember Desmond gave me paracetamol, and I was like, no, this thing is not stopping. I kept on crying. He was praying. He said everything will be fine, everything will be fine. But, I'm not a regular person when it comes to my period. Ladies out there or men out there, you know what I mean by period. And so I thought it might come, if December it did not appear, it might definitely come in January or February. I mean, I wasn't even worried about it. But Desmond was he wasn't shocked. Neither was he surprised about the fact that I was pregnant, because he had already seen signs of me. So when you're pregnant, maybe sometimes your nose will become big, you have your boobs being, bigger, and there are so many signs that would literally show on a lady's face when he or she is pregnant. But let's just say that I did not see anything, or I didn't even realize, because in my mind, as I said, I'm not a regular person, so I was thinking that, oh fine, the period is going to come the next month. But unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. So as I was saying, I was on the toilet crying, and that's what was like, babe, you're pregnant. In my head, I was happy. I was so much happy. I was extremely happy. But on the other side too, I was quite worried because we had made plans, and we weren't ready for that. So let's say, to cut the long story short, we took 2 pregnancy tests, which you will see in the actual video when I did that during when I was pregnant. you see the whole story. I'm just going, I'll just post that video maybe a week after this or 2 weeks later. I'll just post it so you guys will see what exactly went on during that time. So let's say to Desmond, I can't say that he wasn't happy, because everyone will be happy. There's a good news. So who else on this earth won't be happy that he or she's pregnant? Let's just say that we weren't ready. So I would say that was the reason why maybe he wasn't that he was excited, but not too much. But I was extremely excited, because I'm like, hey, listen, at this stage of my life, I don't know what to expect if I've not planned it, and God has, given me this gift. But I shouldn't receive it. But wait, also not because also this is also the second reason why. Let's have the third reason why we got pregnant. Apart from the fact that we had sex and we enjoyed ourselves. So when we got married, on our wedding day, I'll pop our wedding video up here so you guys can watch it. So my father prophesied into our lives that a year by this time we will get pregnant to twins. Well, we didn't have twins, but maybe our second children will be twins. God knows. But yeah, he prophesied into our lives that we're going to have twins. So I was very happy, and I was like, oh, so when that happened, when I got pregnant, so I called my mom. I was like, oh, do you know that that prophecy has come to pass? And she was laughing, because she had already seen signs of me, and she's been laughing and telling my younger sister that your sister is pregnant, but she doesn't know. And they did not want to tell me, because they thought I wouldn't have taken it in good faith. When you're pregnant and probably you don't want people to know for your own reason, not in a bad way, but in a positive way. You don't want people to know until you are literally ready to tell them. So that was what they thought. So they didn't bother to, tell me about it. So they were happy, they were rejoicing. Dad was also happy. And the third reason was the fact that I don't know if you guys know this couple. So it's me and AJ, Yemoh in Ghana. They are YouTubers. They're doing so well. God bless you for, keeping on giving back to mothers, because through that, I would possibly say this is also the reason why I had my baby, because I sowed the seed and I did not know that this is what God was going to do out of what I did. Because I did not do it because I wanted, or I prayed to God that I wanted a child at this time. Because as I said, we've sat down to plan that we're going to have babies a year after. So I was really I would not say that I prayed for that. But God knows what is best for us. So through that, giving back to mothers, I'm also going to pop the link to their channel, and also the Giving Back to Mothers channel. They have a separate channel for that. So if you want to donate to help mothers, to help giving back to mothers, the video is up there. The link is up there. I'll also leave the link in the description box as well, so you guys can just click on it and just go and support, whether it's £1, £2, any amount of money that you want to donate to, or if you've got any clothes, any anything that you want to give out to mothers. Literally, you can just follow the link in the description box, and then you can just help them. So long story short, so this is just the 3 reasons why I will possibly say that we got pregnant. Now let's just move on to the main reason of this video, because guys, I would say that I've watched so many videos on YouTube on people's so many women's pregnancies and the experience. I've also been told by my surroundings, my friends and family, even my mom, how she gave birth to me and all that. So let's say mentally I was prepared, and the only thing that I could remember before the early pregnancy was the fact that we chose to have a natural birth. No epidural, no, we just didn't want anything to do with all sort of that. So we chose the pool birth. Bear in mind, I've already watched so many videos on this pool birth, how it is. So I trained myself, and literally I just couldn't wait to have my baby either in my house or at the hospital, but still pool birth. And we got to week 39. So it was week 39 and 3 days. Yeah, week 39, 3 days. That was on Saturday. That was on 4th of September. We were asleep around 5 a.m. and I wanted to use the toilet because I wanted to, I wanted to use the toilet. So I just stood up and I went to the toilet and boom, my water broke. And I don't know how, but the way people had explained how your water would break, I had in mind that it was going to be like splash, something boom, and then the water would be on the floor. Like, do you get what I mean? So I had this liquid, this water, it was clear, coming down, from my vagina, and it was just dropping little by little, and it couldn't stop. So at that point, I realized that no, I think my water is broken. So I called D, and D came up and was like, yeah, your water is broken, we need to go to the hospital. We were new parents, we were new, as I said, we were new parents, and we had no idea how this whole pregnancy thing was happening. We were just being advised by our parents and by our surroundings. So he was just saying, oh, let's go to the hospital. And I said, okay, that's fine. So in my head, I thought if it's broken, then we have to go because the baby is coming. That's what we thought. So we went to the hospital and we were told that no, your water has broken, yet still the water is still coming. So that means it's fully not broken. So you have to go back home. And the contractions that I was having wasn't that strong. It was just little by little. I was having these period pains, contractions. So they were like, hey, that contraction is not the real one, because if you have the real one, I don't think you can resist it. So this one, you have to go back home. We came back home. So we realized that the contractions was getting stronger, but not that strong, but was still getting stronger. And I was worried because I thought the baby is still coming. Sorry guys, I had no idea of all this. So we went back to the hospital, let's say 3 times, and we were told to come back home and then wait 24 hours and then come back to the hospital. So on Sunday morning around 5 a.m., that would be 24 hours. Looking at the intervals. So we went back to the hospital and we were told that they have to induce me. And I was like, what? Induce me? No. I didn't request for inducement. No. I said I want pool birth. That's what I came here for. So what are you guys talking about? No, I'm not going to be induced. No, never. God forbid. You know me. I was just challenging the nurse. She would say this, I'll say this. She would say that, I'll say this. And I wasn't doing that because I didn't want to do it. Or I didn't thought that was the only choice. But I was scared, guys. I was scared that, I don't know. In my head, I was scared that either I will lose my life or my baby is going to lose his life. So I was scared. Even though I was praying and Desmond was praying with me, I was crying and crying and crying. Desmond was like, babe, you got to do this because that's the only way. Because we had 2 choices, either to be induced or to go back home and then wait until this baby comes. And we didn't know how to go about the whole thing. So I had to just do what? Go by what the nurse said. And we said, okay, that's fine. So we signed it. They explained to us how this whole process was going to be. And we're like, okay, that's fine. So we prayed about it. We prayed. I quite remember Federica was also on the line with my maid of honor was on the line with D, with my husband, and they were praying. So they explained to us that it's a tablet. So they are going to insert it in your vagina, in your womb. So that's going to open your womb for to get the strong contractions, and that will make you go into labor, and then literally you have your baby. I had no idea how the whole feeling was going to be. Anyway, that's baby D stretching. Yeah, so we had no idea how the whole process was going to be. So we accepted it. So within, let's say, between the time that I got induced up to 5 hours, was it 5 hours? Yeah, I waited for like an hour or 2, and then I realized that there was this pain that was coming. Guys, it's not a joke. If you're a guy out there, or whether you're a lady out there, and you do not respect your mother, or you don't respect mothers, or you don't respect women for God knows what reason, please, I'm begging you in God's name, respect every lady, every girl, every woman out there, because the kind of pains that they go through when they are having babies is no joke. And God bless every girl, every lady, every woman out there. I pray to God that God will, open doors for every woman to experience this. Although can be painful, but the end, trust me, the end, oh, is a happy ending. So every woman needs to experience this. So long story cut short, I got induced. The pain started. I was crying. I was calling Jesus. Desmond was holding my hands because the pains was painful to the extent that if there was no one holding me or me holding someone, I felt like dying. That's how I felt. I don't know how other people felt, but that's the way I felt. So I was holding Desmond's hand, and I quite remember that the nurse came to check if what was it called? If it was 10 centimeters, because apparently it has to be open up to 10 centimeters, or let's say 8 centimeters maximum. Mine was 1. The nurse went back. She came back. It was 1.5. I was like, hey, Jesus. People's own are opening 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And mine is just 1.5. What's going on? So Desmond was praying, and Frederica was also praying. And all of a sudden, I think 5 hours later, we realized that it got open to, was it 6? No, I think it was, if I quite remember, I don't know, but I think if Desmond was here, it would have been best, because he would have narrated the whole story well, because he witnessed everything that went on. I think it was 5 or 6. Yeah, it was 6. So we're told it was 6. We were told that we need to go downstairs in the labor room to deliver the baby. And I said, okay, that's fine. So we're going. I was still in pain. I quite remember my mom and my sister were there, but they couldn't enter because, you know, coronavirus rules. It's not everyone that can come in. It's just one person. That was my husband. So I remember I saw them, but I didn't know how, where they were sitting, like nothing. So they told me that I was shaking, I was in pains, and trust me, guys, as I said, it wasn't a joke. So finally we got to the labor room, and they put me on the bed, because apparently you'll be asking, I wanted a pool bed, how come I wasn't given the opportunity? Well, apparently whoever was supposed to be there to assist me to, you know, have my baby delivered in the pool was not available at that moment. So I had to do it naturally on the bed. So, which I never trained myself mentally for, but God being so good, things turned out well. So we got on the bed. They said start pushing. I did not know how to push, guys. I was pushing through here. I was like, you know when you're doing the do and you're doing that was how I was doing, because I had no idea how. So then I remember the nurses were talking and the doctor, they were talking. I could see them talk to me, but because I was so tired and I felt like dying, I wasn't hearing whatever they were saying. So Desmond was the one saying Desmond was on my right, so he was saying it in our dialect, in Tree. So he was like, babe, so in other words, he was saying, babe, keep on pushing, his head is out, keep on pushing. So I kept on pushing, and they told me that I was supposed to, you know, push as if I was you know, not really doing the do on the toilet, but that way. So then I was like, okay, so I started doing it that way, and they were like, oh, the baby's head is here, the baby's head is here, try. Guys, 46 minutes. So I started pushing at 7 p.m. At 7:46, the baby was out. That was very fast and quick. That's what I remember. So one thing that helped me as well was Lucozade. Lucozade, the sports drink. I'm gonna link it somewhere so you guys will know what drink it is, and also the link to it if you guys want to purchase. If you're going in labor, you need that drink, because that drink gave me the energy. Apart from the fact that Jesus was there, was present, the angels were there, my parents were praying, everyone was praying with me, everyone around me was praying with me. God, I'm like, I couldn't ask for, more, because I was just tired. I had lost energy, so I didn't want to push anymore. But thanks be to God, thanks to my husband, thanks to my parents, my family, thanks to anyone who prayed for me during when I was in labor, including the nurse and the doctor, because they really helped me. I was so tired that I didn't want to do it anymore. Can you imagine being in labor and then telling the nurses that you want to go home? And they were all laughing at me. At a point, we signed for we signed not to have any epidural, but during that time of pain, I was requesting for. I told them I want this injection. Just inject me. Just do whatever you want. I want C-section. They were like, no, you can't do it. You can't have any C-section. You will give birth to this baby naturally. I think Jesus Christ was speaking to the nurse and the doctor, because if it was someone else, they could have said, okay, that's fine. If you want it, we'll just do it your way. And then probably I would not know. I might lose my life. But thanks be to God, they told me, no, you're not having it. And I did not have it. I delivered my baby, my baby peacefully. He was healthy. He was so handsome. I'm going to show you guys a video or the pictures. I'll pop it somewhere so you guys can see how it was. And I was so tired that I didn't even realize that the baby was out. So I was just there like that. And then I heard the baby crying, so they put it on my chest, and Jesus, oh God, that's the best experience I've ever had in my life, guys. I've had so many experiences which I do appreciate and I'm grateful for, but this one is the best one. So I was just in tears, crying, and with them, and they were all in tears, crying, and it was a moment of joy, and that's what happened. So this is my experience. Are you a mom, or are you a new mom? Are you two couple where you want to have babies, or are you already a mom? We can share experience, how you had yours, but this is my experience, and I think that my experience was positive, although I had no idea how this was going to be. But thanks be to God, thanks to my family, thanks to my husband for being there, and also to my sisters. You know yourself, I don't need to mention your names, but thank you so much. Let me use this opportunity to thank you so much for everything that you did for me during my pregnancy, and even now, still the things that you did during the baby shower. I say God bless you. Some of them weren't there, but God bless you all. Those who couldn't make it, you know yourselves. I don't need to mention your names. So if you don't know who my sisters are, you can watch the baby shower video if you've not watched it. Yeah, so you know the kind of people I have. They are God sent, honestly. If you have God sent people like that in your life, trust me, you don't have any problem. Yes, so God bless you for that. Yes, and if you're a new mom, as I was saying, and you do not know what to go for, I would suggest, to my opinion, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse or whatsoever, but my little advice that I'll give out is don't go for the epidural. If you don't want to go through, if you don't want to be paralyzed, don't go for the epidural. Yes, because I had a big sister who literally had that, and she told me not to go for that, because trust me, it is, apart from, they will tell you that it's not the best thing to go for, but the other side effect is the fact that you might, listen, they'll use the word you might or you can have you can be paralyzed, and I didn't want to have any sort of that. So I went for the natural birth. You can go for the natural birth or the pool birth. I would say the best experience would literally be the pool birth, but I didn't have that, unfortunately. Maybe my second or my third one, God knows what, I may have that one. But yes, that is what I went for. So this is my experience. I just want to thank God for such a a beautiful experience that I had during the whole pregnancy. It was also another thing. I've already filmed it, and I'll post that video for you guys to see what went on during my pregnancy. I spoke about a lot of things, so you guys can watch it. But I just wanted to share my positive experience about my whole labor and the delivery of the baby. The baby is healthy. Baby D is 2 months and some days. He's fine. He's sleeping at the moment. Normally, he'll be, if I was supposed to film a video, he'll be there looking at me, smiling and laughing. But yeah, he's having a nap, and I'm the only one doing the video. And my husband has gone to work. That's what you can see in the video. As I said in the previous video, you would not be seeing Desmond as first, because he has become a very busy father at the moment. So you would not be seeing him. But yeah, you will see him every now and then, just 1 or 2 times. You see him in my videos. But it's just going to be myself and I'm having a new content on this channel. So on Sundays it will just be having videos about motherhood. Yeah, I'll be talking about the journey to motherhood, and on Wednesdays would be videos concerning my new content. So it's going to be Wednesday and Fridays. So this new content, I'm not going to share it now because I want it to happen before, you know. I don't want anyone to steal my content. No, I'm just joking. Yes, I'm going to share the good news to you guys when I filmed that video. So God bless you if you've watched this video to this end, to this far. I'll say God bless you so much for watching this. It is my prayer that whatever prayer that you've been praying for, whether you want to have a baby, whether you want to get married, whether you want to have a relationship, whether you want to you're praying for something, I may not know what exactly. I pray to God that God hears your prayer and that he will fulfill his plans in your life. Don't get me wrong, if you've been praying for something and God has still not answered your prayer, it's not because he has not heard it. He has heard your prayer. Wait for that fateful day, because he is going to make a way for you. God's time is the best. Sometimes we may have our plans and we may have our resolutions, as we always do in December. We write a long list of resolutions, and we forget that we do not have the key to our lives, and that's the key holder to our lives is Jesus. So whatever plans he has for us is the right and the perfect plan, because you can make your own plans, but bear in mind tomorrow it can change. And that's because if God does not prevent that, maybe if he let you do your own plans, it might not turn out well for you. So I would always say that before you do anything in life, just pray to God about it. Just trust God, because he will make a way for you. And when the time is right, he, the Lord, will do what? Will make it happen. Thank you so much. God bless you. And if you're new on this channel and you've watched to this far, what are you waiting for? Kindly hit the subscription button, and just next to the subscribe button there's a bell over there. Just click on it and make sure you get notified, or you don't miss any video when we post on our channel. If you're a returning subscriber, God bless you so much for all the time sticking with us. You know, we went on 1 year off YouTube, and we still have that number of subscribers, and no one went off. And we just want to say God bless you for sticking with us through thick and thin. Even though we did not announce to you guys that we're pregnant, we did not tell you guys that we're going away before God knows what reason, but thank you so much for sticking with us. And I would say that we promise to, you know, make good content for you guys to watch. Yes, if you have any comments, just leave it in the comment section. If you want to, you know, if you're brand out there, have any collaborations with us, kindly email us on aquilebabstvuk@gmail.com, which is all in the description box. Or you can follow us on Instagram as Aquilebabs, or the Assibeys, or Nana Akwesi Assibey. Yes, so these are our social media handles. Or you can follow us on Facebook as well as the Assibeys or Aquilebabs. I also have another channel, and on that channel is everything about Jesus. So it's gospel music, it's about the gospel, anything that concerns the gospel is what I do on that first channel. And I just want to use this opportunity also to thank whoever has subscribed to that channel. That's 30K subscribers. That's 30,000 subscribers. I'm so grateful. Yes, I am very, very, very and much grateful for that. I say God bless you all, whoever subscribed and whoever shares our video, whoever watches our video every now and then. We say God bless you so much for doing so. Yes, and I have been nominated for YouTube content creator in Ghana. That's Aquilebabs. I'm going to leave my other channel link up there so you guys can click on it, and also in the description box so you guys can go and check it out. Vote for me, and yeah, by just selecting Aquilebabs. If you go, I'm going to leave the link over there so you guys will know how to, you know, vote. In case you're struggling, do not hesitate to, you know, contact me through Instagram or through Facebook or through my email, and I'm going to help you guys to, you know, vote for us. And thank you so much. I would say if you voted already, or if you're about to vote, let me thank you in advance. Yes, God bless you if you do that. If you do that. Until next time with the Assibeys. Oh yes, our channel name is the Assibeys, but my name is Babs, so you can choose to call me Babs or Ethel or Mrs. Assibey, whichever ways. I'll respond. Thank you so much for staying in, for tuning in to watch me, to watch us. God bless you. Ciao.